Gemini, how you doing? So, because I've had a lot of personal readings just lately, and I've had a lot going on with being extremely low in vitamin D, I found out. I think my levels were 25, and I've got low testosterone as well. But I've had a lot of personal readings, so I'm not going to do a remote viewing just yet. I thought I'd just do a quick fire round of tarot and check up on you guys, see if you're all right. So let's see, Gemini. What's coming up for Geminis for me, Gemini? What's coming up for Gemini? So Gemini, sleepless nights. No more lonely nights. Never be another. No more guiding lights. Could be dealing with a Virgo, guiding light, and a Leo. Someone is staying up late thinking about someone here. It's got them. They've got you on their mind, Gemini. You as Elvis Presley. You are always on my mind. You are always on my mind, Debbie or Danielle, or anybody's got D in their name. Let's see, Gemini. What's going on with Gemini this week? So Two of Swords, possible Libra. Seven of Cups, metaphysical connection, or no connection, just, well, don't know, very difficult to say at the moment. Four of Wands, maybe a superficial twat flame energy here. I'm sorry, this really does annoy me. You know me, Gemini, I have this very strange thing of where everything has to be straight. Okay, OCD. Let's see. Lucy, Laura, Louise, Louisiana, Anne, Annie, Anna. Anna, or my Nana. Let's see, Gemini, what's going on with Gemini? I think this is more of a superficial type flame energy. Oh, okay. There's a bit of fire and passion going on up here. Could be a metaphysical masturbation type sort of energy. This is thinking about someone. Queen of Wands is more erotic, looking forward to the future, or looking into the future. So there's a possibility here. The name Lee or Laura. What is the Nine of Swords for Gemini? Nine of Cups, feeling emotionally. Oh, shit. Okay, you got three nines all up in a row. I mean, is it Jenny Rowe? Are you... See, I don't think you're actually dealing with anybody. But there is narcissism, gaslighting, and worried, paranoid. Paranoia is 100% here. Mental health is 100% here. I don't know. Is this a potential energy? Or are you with someone, married to somebody? What is the Strength card? Working? Wow. Twerking and working. So this is sex on my mind. Sex in the city. The King and the Queen of Wands could be at a distance. Someone that you have to travel to. Could be an ex because you may have turned your back on them at one stage. And now there's an energy of being back. Let's see. But there's an energy of wanting to work on it, but there's still a sexual energy there. If this is a past energy, if it's a future energy, then there's an offer of kinky something. Two of Swords, Four of Cups. I've been watching you for a while, Kim, but I've been watching you for quite some time, thinking about making you an offer. I've been watching you. So someone's watching your social media here. What is the Seven of Cups? Going to see someone. Again, there's a lot of hidden, like, I'm not, fucking hell, man, y'all got so many nines, it's difficult to see through this. You got 1, 2, 3, 4 nines now. Somebody has got to have a Loaf Path 9 or Virgo in their chart somewhere here. I can't even figure out what this means. There is someone here that you may or may not be with. If you're with them and you class them as someone that's very controlling and narcissistic, then you're with that person. What's the Four of Wands? Because this could be a married couple. See again, energy that isn't making any sense. So is this like paranoia? Okay, or just like connected to a metaphysical twat flame from outer space, and it's just not making any sense. It wouldn't do, because you're not actually with anyone, or you're just like connected to them. So it won't make sense, because these don't. Like, it's, what shall I do? Shall I leave? I mean, if this is a married couple, it's contemplating on leaving again. It's not enough. I'm not emotionally fulfilled in the circumstance that I'm in. I don't want to be here, but I am. So, I mean, you, a while ago, when I think I did your last tarot reading online, it was a lot to do with the moon and someone traveling to see their parents and their mother, but they were married, and they were unhappily married, and they'd left, but then they went back, and then they left, and then they went back, and left and went back. If this person has gone back, now they've gone back into a narcissistic energy of being emotionally unfulfilled. I can't seem to lead my own life without being controlled by the other person that may have their eye on someone else. Like infidelity in a marriage. Like somebody that's already married isn't emotionally fulfilled, or you're married and you're emotionally unfulfilled. Or, it's either you married and emotionally unfulfilled, possibly, or they are married that you're connected to and they are emotionally unfulfilled, right? Meaning that if somebody that is married, that is here, where there's been infidelity in the past and there's been metaphysical connections of someone's got a wandering eye and they've been lying and they've not been telling the truth, and you've got a really strong sense that they have done, or you found out that they have in the past, this is a reoccurrence of karma. So the person that, say, if the husband has been the one that's been not loyal, okay, and has been eyeing up other women, okay, the other woman that they're eyeing up has possibly got a 6 somewhere in their chart. Gemini or possible Capricorn or life path 6, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, North Node. And that's what makes this very confusing, right? Because the possibilities of someone looking at another person that may have Gemini or Capricorn within a Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, North Node, or be a life path 6, is quite likely, right? So this would put the other woman in the picture. What is the Queen of Wands? Because they would watch it and say, yes, they are married. They are looking at me and possibly talking to me all the time. When I'm not with them, they're married, right? The cross watcher would watch the energy. So there's this blocking. The Queen is blocking out the King. So you could be separated, or this person's, or there's money involved. This means that money is actually involved within this Four of Wands. And because of the separation, this goes for a couple that are already married. The only reason they're possibly together is because money is involved. Because I can't see any love here. I can see a couple that are trying to work on things, but there's still this very emotionally unfulfilled circumstance, right? This metaphysical desire of wanting more or needing more. And that could be one of them that feels like the person I'm with is not quite, because they could be younger. They could have children together, or one could be younger, right? And they're like, I keep looking at other women or men having metaphysical connections when I'm married, right? And I can't really separate because there's money that is involved in the marriage, Right? We've got savings. I don't want to get rid of, because if I get divorced, they have to have half of my money, and I don't want to give half of my money up. I did do you a very big in-depth reading over on the join button below, Gemini, where I did singles as well. I did thoughts and feelings. I did intentions and all sorts of stuff, if you want to watch that. It's only $3 or $4 per month, and that is predominantly where I will do a lot of readings. If you don't see me on here, that's because I've either got personal readings, personal problems, or I'm doing readings over on the join button. Let's see, Gemini. I am going to stay with my partner. You see, these people are fighting it all the way through. Even though they are emotionally unfulfilled, they're not leaving one another. They are staying together. So if you're connected to this person, I will just leave them and get over the energy, okay? Because they're not going to leave one another. They are more than likely married. They're going to stay living where they are. They're not, moving on from the energy. They're just emotionally unfulfilled. More than likely being lied to or gaslit. If they haven't, the trust is gone. Like, there isn't any trust there. Or Justin. Let's see. Gemini. Yes, we need to keep this a secret. You see, one of these twos are secrets because it would relate to the High Priestess. It's not here, but it may as well be, because this is not speaking and not saying, keeping a secret, right, that I could be watching or talking to someone else. I'm just not telling my partner. I don't want her or him to know. That's why it's a silent card, the Page of Swords. It means that the person that they are with, they're not telling them that they have their eye on another person, or that they're, I don't know, going on dating websites, watching pornographic stuff, or not enough of being in a relationship with someone. They're doing more than that. So they're not telling the truth. 2 is yes or no, truth or lies. 4 of Cups is I'm not telling you. Okay, you can ask me, but I'm not going to tell you. And then the Page of Swords is I'm looking at someone else. I'm not telling you the truth. I'm lying. So this person is either male or female, lying to their husband or wife the fact that they may be seeing someone else within a marriage or a commitment. Because they also need to keep it a secret, which is why there's a 2 there, why this is a 2. I'm married, I'm committed. Okay, we keep manifesting the same shit show, but really what I'm doing is lying to you because I'm also looking at someone else, or I'm talking to my ex. Like, if you're married, right, to someone that was married before, or they had an ex-partner that they never really got over, and that was a problem in the past, they're still doing this now. Gemini. I can't make up my mind. I don't know. You see, this person's confused. They don't really want to leave their husband or wife because they know if they do, money's involved. Okay, that the house is going to have to go up for sale. They possibly won't have anywhere to live because they would have to split the assets down. They would have to start all over again with no house, find and rent out a house, go through the divorce, wait for that to be settled. So if this person hasn't got much money or anything like that, they don't want to let go of the money that they've got in order to get divorced or separated, to move from one another, to actually separate, right? So because they can't, this person's like, well, I'll just stay married and I'll just cheat on my husband or wife and I'll keep it a secret and not let them know, and then just stay in the hell loop of gaslighting my partner. I.e. you, or this is you doing it. It's up to you. but I'm gaslighting someone because I'm not telling them the truth. I'm making them believe that I'm not doing that. So I'm covering it up. Gaslighting. Okay. Sorry, Gemini, or Capricorn, or Life Path 6. But that seems to be the story Morning Glory that I've got. Gloria. Someone from Manchester or Leeds. But yeah, this person's... because, like, even if you are single, right? If you're single and you're talking to this person and you're trying to coach them into, like, leaving their husband or their wife, or, you know, well, I talk to them because they've got problems and they're my twat flame and I've got a connection with them, but they are actually with someone else. Believe you me, this isn't your lifetime partner and you're wasting your time here. This is your karmic partner that gives you an awakening that makes you basically waste a lot of your time, right? Because you have to have the strength to, like, fuck that, Dave, I'm out. No, I wouldn't get involved with something like that. I am moving on with my life. I'm going to find someone else that's single. If you can't get rid of that energy, there's nothing you can do about it. That's your awakening. You can't just walk off an awakening, unfortunately. There's a lot of shit that you have to go through. It has to naturally fall away. You know, when it does, you know it's done, and then you move on. But I can guarantee you that if you're connected to a person that's married or committed, this is going to be a long, drawn-out piece of string. Well, if you're single and you're talking to someone that's married or committed, they're not going to leave their partner. They're not going to do that. But they are cheating on them because they're talking to someone else whilst committed. So either way, that everyone's either cheating. The person that isn't cheating, that thinks their husband or wife, the sun shines out their asshole, it doesn't. They are lying to them. Okay. So there you go, guys. Thanks very much. Really do appreciate it. If you like my style of reading, you might want to join the join button below. It is only $3 or $4 for you to do so. It's per month. I can't make it any cheaper than I have. That's the cheapest that YouTube will allow me to do it, so people can join. And I was hoping that everybody would join, but not everybody does. But that's where you get your 12 star signs. Normally, predominantly this channel is remote viewing. So if you're new, please make sure you watch those. They are predictions, past, present, and future. More than likely blow people's minds. So please check them out if you haven't. If you would like a personal reading, I don't do remote viewing personal readings because it doesn't work that way, unfortunately. That's just like YouTube stuff. But if you want a reading or you want a personal one-on video call with me, you can do so. And there are 3 links for you to find in the show more section in the little arrow. So one is my personal Facebook page for Messenger. One is my email, but I for some reason my email doesn't work very well. And then also Discord, but I don't check them as regularly as what I do Messenger, because that's how my preferred method of letting you know very quickly how much they are, when I'm available. Are you available? Because people live in different countries, and there is either a 5 or a 7 hour gap difference. So in order to keep in contact with one another for a reading, Messenger is quicker and better. Okay? So it's up to you, but thanks very much, guys. Really appreciate it. Like, share, and comment, subscribe, and I will see you soon.